Alright, let's check out Jaguar Castle by Cade Squirrel. Cade seems to be churning out the maps at the moment. Hopefully they don't lose steam and burn themselves out a little bit. Alright, nice intro here, sort of reminiscent of E1M, oh god, something, 4 or 5, something like that, with the nukage start. Like it. I like the detailing you've done with the support beams. I like that it's like nice and dark with these light sort of accentuations over here. Very nicely done. You can definitely see like some good progression sort of between your maps. Great. Already got a nice massive red key door there. Standard one here. I like this. This is all very nicely done so far. Glimpse in here. Still reminiscent of that same map. I can't remember exactly which map it is, but it even had this sort of like walk through, and then you could jump down there into a secret with a rocket launcher. Remind me of what the that map is. Alright, what we got? Again, nice support beams. Alright. Something opening a whole bunch of doors back behind there. Good height variance here. Spooky area. Trap. I don't know if I'd have made these secret rooms. So they're sort of, you know, just part of a standard switch hit. Maybe, I don't know. Definitely, because it sort of seems like a standard progression thing. I guess the idea could be that you hop down here and you hit that switch and off you go, and you don't even notice this other. But yeah, not sure. Also, appreciate this angled lighting down the stairs. Nice. Just hits the exact edge there. Cool. Okay, we have some tempting health bonuses over there, suggesting that we're going to launch ourselves into the pit. Did that open from was that like a chute open secret, was it? Accidentally found that one then. Alright, looks like this might be a mandatory nukage pit crawl. That doesn't hurt, okay, interesting. You're going to throw a lot of people off with that. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you know, you really have to establish it early. In fact, I'm going to sneak back this way. Double check, does this one hurt at all? It does. So that kind of inconsistency is going to throw a lot of people off as well. I think it's good to, am I putting clip back on? Good to establish, it'd be good to establish early that it doesn't damage you if you want them to jump into it, by maybe even making this very first one wider so they have to run through it and not damaging, so that you sort of relay to the player that, hey, the nukage in this map doesn't hurt you, so you can jump into future pits. And then that'll give people a bit more confidence to sort of jump into here. Anyway, as we were doing. Red key. I've seen a red door. I have that big massive one. That's got a blue one here ready to roll. Might be worth lighting up those two sectors there just for consistency, to make it look sort of more even on the ceiling and the wall. Runs you back over here. That's cool. It's good that it runs you back around. Go. Seem to have stuck with you know, largely just like several textures, and you've themed your map around it, which I think is really good as well. Not to sort of just go too nuts with you. Look at all these hits, man. Not to go too nuts with different textures, because just feel a little bit disjointed sometimes. In saying that, I'm usually guilty of doing that. It's very situation dependent, I suppose. Okay. Now this new kitchen doesn't hurt either. So it's, yeah, it's a little bit of a question mark, a bit of a luck of the draw at the moment. It's a nice little sort of semi-trap there, forcing you to encounter that set of mobs. Oh, hello. Some misaligned textures there. I have to say I'm picking up far less things like misaligned textures and stuff like that as compared to the first of Cade's maps that I tested. I do feel like this has to be an homage to that other map, which, again, I forget the actual name of in episode 1 of the original Doom set. Because this is another very similar looking area from that map. Well, not very similar, but vaguely similar. Cool. So I don't know what set this down. It was just walking over a certain thing. Maybe. Yeah, maybe even that. Didn't notice that the first time around. Sadly, I don't have a rocket launcher. But no, okay. One last thing to check. Further up here. Nothing else has come down. Okay. Back we go. To the blue door, which is this way. No, it's not. It's the other way. No, yes, it is this way. And one thing I will mention quickly, though, is maybe a trigger after you've grabbed the blue key to open maybe like a little monster closet in here or something. Just something to occupy the players a little bit. Even maybe something coming out of here, a cacodeme or something to harass the player. Just something to occupy the players on their journey back, so it's not just sort of turning into a walking simulator a little bit. That's alright. Down here, along here, there's one more misaligned texture there as well. Okay. Ooh. This is a nice little room, isn't it? Give it a quick save because I don't want to make all this progress and then have to start again. Which I may well have to do if I don't start dodging properly. What the hell, man? Wish I found that rocket launcher that the rockets would, I suppose, pair with. Uh-oh. Okay. No ammo back here. Could be some further back, but I could also try and push in. Give me your ammo. 1 hit point. Alright. That was unfortunate. Maybe we need to do a little bit more infighting action. That's it. Get a couple of imps on them. Let's work down this guy first. That poor zombie. He had it coming. slightly better. I'm glad this door doesn't open with monsters as well. And switch. Switch the second. Must be heading towards the exit here, I think. No. Well, we would be if I've actually get my running shoes on. Got a quick save. Alright, so I've got to hit both the switches and do a runner in here, I'm guessing. Before I do that, we only have 3 monsters left. Oh, I can't actually get back. I think the line def on this one must be the wrong way around, maybe. Preventing hitting that line def. Try and test it by side. Ooh, which has done some weird things. Yeah, it's made this a door, hasn't it? So if I'd opened that one and then hit that line def, it would have turned this one into a door as well. Something to that effect. Yeah, I think the line def is just not flipped properly on the back side of this blue door. What I was going to say is I'd love to find, and I can actually see where it is now in the map, the last secret, which I'm assuming has a rocket launcher. And if it doesn't, I can actually see the difference here in the textures, but I'm just not sure how to activate it. Interesting. Yeah, I was wondering if there was a rocket launcher in there, basically. That's how you activate it. Oops. There is a rocket launcher. That would have made... Oh, hello. 2 sets of doors. Remains open as well. Okay. That's good quality of life. Go back in there anytime you want. Well, there's all the monsters done. I only wanted to do that to see where you could get the rocket launcher from, so it turns out nearly at the start of the map. Alright. Right, the 2 switches and the run. Do that. Oh, not a good start. No, gotta hit the other switch first. There we go. Grab these last little bits here. Out we go. 99% items, that's a shame. I really like that map. I thought it was really good. Nicely designed, nice monster placement, good room sizes for the encounters. Did put some sort of pressure on the player. Only a couple of little sort of alignment issues. I think a definite sort of step up in attention to detail. Good lighting effects as well. One thing that you probably want to fix up is that blue door, the back side of the blue door. I think it's just a flipped line def issue. So just put your mouse cursor over the line def and press F to flip it around. You'll be right. Yeah, really well done. Nice little homage to that episode 1 map, which I still can't remember the name of. Cheers.